Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? My name is M1K3 and today we're going to be talking about the European DreamHack tournament and what I learned from it. If you guys are enjoying these kinds of videos and want to see more, I am bringing back an old trend here on the channel, which is that if we can reach an incredible 10,000 support a creator users on code MarinTM, I'll be double daily uploading for 2 weeks straight. One video 12 PM and one video 12 AM. Let's run it, boys, and with that said, let's get right into today's video. For this tournament, I went to my friend Skiliko's house to ensure I had good ping. And hopping into this tournament, my goal was simply to be as consistent as I possibly could. Most people think you need to drop a 20 bomb in your first game to qualify and do well, but this does not always work for me as I often get greedy and get eliminated. So I simply decided to play my games out safely. In the second fight, I do a good job applying pressure to the opponent I'm trying to fight. The reason I wanted to fight right now was because I had no shields for the endgame. What I am terrible at is blocking off third-party shots, as you guys clearly can tell. This is very easy to fix, you just need to use a few more mats, and then missing the shot is something I did not have to do at all, but I finished the fight with a beautiful 180 pump. I still didn't have any shields, so I needed to fight more people. I knew there was a guy in the cone next to me, and I checked this by holding out my cone blueprint and seeing a lock. When there's a lock, it means that somebody is hiding under the cone, and from that knowledge, I outplayed this opponent. In half and half zone, always see if you can get some free eliminations like I am doing right here if there's a minimal risk of getting headshot sniped. A major mistake I make right here is not taking my time to pick up all the mats and loot. It is worth it to take 2 ticks a zone to secure all the loot of an impact elimination, so I need to stop stressing when looting and playing endgames. In very unstacked games like this one, holding height is super easy. I am pretty confident in saying that I should have tried to get height relatively early on, as you're not gonna get contested that hard, and I truthfully believe it's the way to go in unstacked endgames. In this endgame, I end up going down because I have no awareness over my opponent. What I have realized about fighting is that if I just chill and focus on my aim, I am a pretty strong fighter. Obviously, not a particularly great one just yet, but I feel like it's one of my stronger sides as of right now. In this endgame, I have nearly no mats, and that is because of bad earlier rotates. If I do my first 5 rotates perfectly, I should be able to play out the first and second moving zone with my mats without needing an impact frag, even though you obviously want to try to go for it if you can. Instead of going for this opponent that is fully boxed up in brick, I should have looked far back into zone and seen if I could have gotten an elimination that way. When the zone pulls down a mountain, you generally want to try to avoid having to go down when you don't have a lot of mats, like I do right here, because getting up the mountain if the zone pulls that way is very difficult with few to no mats, but I got lucky. Right now, I decided to base up under a floor that is not mine, and this is just a terrible awareness, and I end up getting punished for it. On this rotate, I could have had all the natural cover I could have ever asked for, but instead, I decided to go in the wide open and in the middle of everybody, and when I get shot at, I don't even build. My brain lagged in this end game, and this mistake should never in a million years have happened. There is not a lot to be said about game number 4, so let's have a look together and let me know what you think in the comments below. After game number 4, I was 71st on the leaderboard, and I was playing very good. And for my last matches, I didn't want to change anything, so I kept the same mentality, and let's have a look at how that went. In this clip, pay attention to how I go for 3 pieces at the same time. This makes the opponent confused, and it's an amazing strategy to get piece control if you don't have the best ping. In this game, I don't focus on rotations at all, and I don't think them out. Therefore, I end up being incredibly scuffed, and I need a miracle to survive. Unfortunately, I missed the miracle shot and go down. Trying to play out game number 6 was a massive mistake. I wasted tons of time in a game where I had literally nothing. Then I got approached by a player that wanted a not so fair fight. Here is how that went. In game number 7, a guy tries the oldest trick in the book on me, and it actually works because of my terrible awareness. In game number 8, I had to get eliminated as there were only 5 minutes left to queue for the last game, and I actually got worked by this player that fought me. In game number 9, I unfortunately got insanely unlucky off spawn and had some pretty bad loot. I needed to play better than I had ever played before to eliminate the guy that pushed me. But, unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. So hey, what have I learned from all of this? Well, I have actually learned that there is no need to ever be nervous. Like, I'm not even baiting, the best players don't do anything special, and if I just keep my head calm, I can play very, very good. Hopefully, I don't meet the same disappointment the next DreamHack as I did in this one. It was truly heartbreaking to me that I didn't qualify, but hey, you live, you learn. My name has been Marion TM, everybody, and I'll see you in a bit. Take care and have an amazing day. Goodbye.